Hello, so future Dupe here. I had an entire episode's worth of just me solving LeetCode problems. I decided to scrap it because I didn't feel like it was anything all that interesting. So this video is going to be a little short. It's just going to be me talking about some progress that I had made on the song list, the table thing, and yeah, my plans for LeetCode is to just do like single videos. They're not going to be episodes or anything like that. And it's just going to be me going through the process of solving one or not solving one. So I'm going to be doing some hard ones, some easy ones. I'm going to be learning some new things. So I have a few of those on the like just saved and ready to go. So be on the lookout for those. But in the meantime, just enjoy a nice video of some progress for the song list and whatever the hell I have to say about it, because I don't even remember. But yeah, enjoy. Hello, welcome to the close to final video for the song list site. So it's basically almost done. The only thing I want to do is make sure that the header of the table stays up top so you can't scroll past it, so you can sort easily when you're all the way down here. You don't have to scroll all the way up. But yeah, that's the only thing I want to do on the front end that you guys will see. Everything else is just cleanup and documentation, and that's it. This thing's a wrap. So let's go over the issues that I talked about and the new bugs that I discovered. Let's talk about that. So mobile, let's get a mobile screen here. This looks like a mobile device. So I think I talked about it. I don't know if I had a solution in the last video, but when you click on your mobile device to search, the keyboard shows up. So when the keyboard shows up, how I solve that is I get rid of the title because it's the least important thing on screen, and then I just change the height of the table and change the height of the search bar row. So that's basically it. It's really simple. So instead of like a lot of responsiveness is based on width, this one is based on height. So it's the only one I have for height, and then it also looks good. Typically, yeah, there you go. I think normally, yeah, it looks like this. Most phone screens are at like 500 something, so this is what it should look like. And then when the keyboard comes up, everything looks pretty clean. So that's that. That is solved. Maybe on some older devices it'll look bad, but I'm not too worried about that. So let's also, stuff like this where the screen's really scrunched up, I'm really not that worried about it. It's like too specific for me. Like, who's gonna use the site like this? I don't know. Not very many people, so I'm not too worried about it. If it becomes a problem, of course I'll change it. But let's go into a bigger view so you guys can see. So yeah, I did a stream, and basically the site was working. There were just issues with the scroll bar. And excuse me for yawning. I did not get much sleep last night. I'm trying to get up at like 9, 10 a.m. every day instead of getting up at like 12, 1, 2. So I'm just struggling through today, but we're gonna make it work. Also, yeah, before I get into this, actually no, I'll talk about that in the next video. Okay, so I had issues with the scroll bar, basically. So what would happen is when you scroll down, la-di-da-di-da, you scroll down, and then the window gets resized. Or just even if you didn't scroll down and you were just on the default window, if you change the size of the window, like for instance, if you were on like your mobile device and you rotated your mobile device, you would experience a problem with the scroll bar. So the scroll bar wouldn't know where the bottom of the table is. So it would either update early, like up here, or when you hit the bottom, it wouldn't update and it would get stuck because it doesn't know the right size of the table. So I had to basically set a JavaScript event listener for when the window gets resized, and then I just recalculate the height of the table for that. Pretty simple. And then another issue I had is when you type into the search bars, the extra columns that would happen when you scroll down, they disappear. As you can see, the scroll bar is much bigger now than it used to be before I typed in here. So yet again, I needed to it would get stuck at the bottom. So I needed to recalculate the height of the table. And then that would work I needed to do that anytime these got typed in, and then anytime, so look at the size of the scroll bar. When you do a different sorting, I needed to do that as well. So recalculate for that too. These are two different AJAX requests. They're doing two different things. This one is order by for SQL, and then this one is just a title value. And I guess, yeah, these two work the same. These sorts work a little bit different, but yeah. Other than that, the final bug I had that I actually realized while I was recording was when you scroll down X amount and then you scroll back up. Is this faster? I guess it is. Man, I really need the table header up here. If you change the sorting, it would mess up where it would skip. So like the offset on the SQL would be wrong. So instead of like the C's being next, it would be like the T's or the Z's, and it would just get stuck at the bottom. So basically I just needed to set a global variable that kept track of the SQL offset, and just make sure that every time I make a change to the site, I reset it to 0, because we're officially at the top of the table every time, and there's nothing extra. So SQL offset is 0 at this point, and that was it. I haven't discovered anything that's wrong with the site after that. So functionally, this thing is great, and yeah, I'm excited to show you guys. Also, the scroll bar on desktop looks like this because Firefox is terrible and they don't allow you to customize scroll bars. And the scroll bar for mobile looks like this. The only reason that the scroll bars carry over is because of this dev tool. It's just like, I don't know, it has problems converting scroll bars. So you could see like some of the desktop scroll bar hangs on, but then when you go back it's fine. But then if you refresh, you have the mobile scroll bar, and then you come here and the mobile scroll bar doesn't even work. So you guys will never experience this, but it's just something interesting that I found out while developing using this tool, which is a great tool, by the way. So that's it. That's the end of the video too, because this video is really long. So yeah, next video I'll have some new projects to work on, and probably the end of this. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the series, and I'll see you in the next one.